Today's verse of the day can be found on Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21st. And it says, the tongue can bring death or life. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. Verse 21st, book of Proverbs, chapter 18. It says that the tongue can bring death or life, either one or the other, right? Death or life. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. Go ahead and read it. We believe in the Lord. We believe in Jesus. He gave us our body. He gave us the ability to talk, to speak, to express ourselves. So, to me, what I understand, sorry guys, I am locating myself to the best possible here, location. So, I understand with this verse is that it's okay, speak, talk, whatever way you want to say it. Keep going with it, but watch out, be careful. The words can be either death or life for the people around us, for that person that is listening. So, welcome back again. And I'm sorry that I'm moving around and I'm being a little bit slow, but I am here in the same place in my massage office. And I just did 2 clients, okay? So, 12 noon, like every Friday, as I promised to myself, because when you promise to yourself, what do you have to do? You have to do it. So that way things can, grow, flow, change, seriously. Okay, anyways, we're going to talk about self-love today. Self-love for health, as self-care, as body transformation. Okay, so the title of today's class is self-love. This is the healthy lifestyle class, and I have a couple of key points here. Don't forget that self-love, it is critically important for us to have a better quality of life. If we do not connect with love towards our body, towards ourselves, we are missing the point, okay? Anyways, self-care, lifestyle, better decisions, pains and aches, ouch that hurt, this and that, disease, longevity, which is not hitting the 100 years, 90 years, but longevity means nowadays living a good quality of life, okay? Moving your body as the way it has to be supposedly moved every day. Being pain-free, then during the daily activities, that is longevity. So we're going to talk about all of that that goes towards that self-love that a lot of people lack. And I have 2 key points here, and those are going to be knowing more yourself is the key. The more that we know our bodies, our thoughts, our emotionals, that is the key to live a better quality of life. Then the key point number 2 is going to be internal healing. Sometimes we do not recognize it. Sometimes we just let go, right? Without connecting and understanding that there might be an internal, a little something that has to heal in ourselves. So to be able to practice that self-love 24/7, we have to internally make sure, right? Just know, make sure that our internal healing, our soul, our whatever happened in the past is not still there, preventing us from connecting with our bodies. So the reason of these classes every Friday, which I want to remind you all, is this. We are ending the everyday, sorry, not every day. Like I said, I just did 2 massages and my head is coming back to normal. It will happen during this live stream. But every Friday at 12, I have this healthy lifestyle class. And as a massage therapist and personal trainer, I decided to do a healthy lifestyle class where we sit and talk for about 30 minutes to 40 minutes, I will say, and break up pieces about emotionals, about challenges that we go through in our lives, and how to understand that exercise, self-care, lifestyle, those are critically important to live a better quality of life. It's not the neighbor that came to my house and gave me some motivation, nor my friend, nor my mom, nor my dad, nor my husband, loved ones, people around us. It is that specific person responsibility and decision to make better choices every day, not once in a while. Not when your back hurts like and you cannot even stand it. Not when you have a critical disease health issue, is when you take a step and say, let me just change my nutrition because, let me exercise because I have this going on. You know what I'm saying? So connecting with ourselves and understanding what's going on regarding our bodies in an everyday lifestyle. We get up in the morning, we go to work, and we just go. Go with the flow. But we don't even remember that hydration, it has to be a number one thing every day, because our bodies are about 80%, 75%, whatever number it is, but it's a high number water percentage, that if we lack that hydration, we can have from headaches to muscle issues, not a good lubrication in our joints, and etc. And it keeps going, etc. Keep going. Digestive issues. Why is it? I don't eat breakfast. Why will you not eat breakfast in the morning? Okay, I get it. Let's fast every Monday. But what about the rest of the days? Our bodies needs energy. How do you think your body will get that energy if you have to eat more than 100 grams of protein in one day? How will you get it if you're not eating breakfast? You're not gonna eat 50, 60, 70 grams of protein in one meal. That is way too much. And if you listen to your body, no, because I'm not a morning breakfast person. I'm not a breakfast morning perfect, whatever way you put it. Okay? So I have tried all of that in my life. I know, and I tell people that what works for the other person might not work for you, but we don't want to lack that energy. Our bodies, they need vitamins, protein, food. Okay, I don't care, but it needs food, and not bad food, because then when you skip it, your brain is not functioning well, and to keep those muscles going, it doesn't happen by itself. Period. Okay, guys. So, as a massage therapist, I see a lot of people with aches and pains, and that little something that we can do at home, like stretching, like I said, drinking more water, okay, doing Epsom salt baths, doing essential oils, having a little quiet time at home where you can connect with yourselves, that will make a big difference, right? So as a therapist, I see a lot of people in pain, and the key point here is connecting with yourselves, mind and body connection, listening more to your body, and making a better decisions towards our health to prevent problems like I just said. Okay, everybody. So that is one of the reasons of these classes every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And as a reminder, these classes are going to be ending at the end of the month. Why? Because we're going to do things differently. I've been doing it for 6 months every week. And we're going to be adding more videos for exercises. And I have you a playlist, by the way, where you can listen to all of the videos that I've done every week here since September last year. Isn't that amazing? So let's go to that key point where self-love is critically important. when you love yourself, we always have to keep changing things around our lives because our bodies, our brains, they keep aging every day. It's not that you get up tomorrow and you all of a sudden you are yeah, I turned 20 years older last night. You know what it is, right? It is slowly but surely, but it happens amazingly. Like it's so fast. Like we're flying. Like January is over, and yesterday was pretty much we were during the holidays. It feels like it was yesterday, and February is almost halfway. So what have you done for yourself as a self-love, care, body transformation, whatever way you want to put it, right? And then I do never tell people, go ahead as a coach, right? Go ahead and do that transformation, and it is first year, first you. Transformation is something that takes time because if we went through a trauma, if we went through a hard divorce, if we moved to another country, and you are struggling with your body, with your pains, with your, I don't know, you had an injury, a car wreck, you broke a bone. So transformation, if you have something that has to be healed, transformation can take a while. So you want to step away of those people that are saying that in 60 days you can change your life, even though if it happens for any of the listeners here, please send me the secret. There's nothing. I have my tea. I have a new tea. Pomegranate tea with raspberry tea. So I'm excited. If you take a day off and you decide to go to get a massage or go to get a facial and then you get your nails done, there is time for that. I know there is time for that. But what about the time that you have to take to go to the gym or use the equipment at home that you bought many years ago, but you're not able to decide yet? This is the commitment. I have my treadmill at home, I have a bicycle, and I bought it to use it. I bought it because I understand that my body needs exercise, right? To prevent frozen shoulder, neck issues, back, spine. The spine is always with all those muscles when they get so tight, they do pressure towards the spine and there start the pain, lack of mobility, you name it. But if you have resistance bands at home, you're not using it. I mean, pretty much maybe you went to do physical therapy years ago, you got your resistance bands. So by the time that you're gonna use it now, since maybe 2 years ago, it's gonna break because you stopped using it. That's what happened, by the way, to the muscles, to the body. If you stop using it, your body's gonna break for sure. And I know what pain is. I was telling one of my clients, I know what hip pain is. I know what sciatica pain is it is because of self-care. And I used to be that normal person before, but not anymore. And I had to make changes. I had to connect with my body. I had to understand, this has to be done, because we say it, we just talk about it, and we join the gym. I have never joined the gym in my life because I exercise at home since I used to live in the Dominican Republic in my country. So I make things happen at home, okay, with my exercises routine. And I use my own body weight. I love to do my push-ups, my planks, my squats, because that's how the body works. Okay, so in this channel, you're not gonna see me pretty much like at a gym, even though when I go to a hotel, you might see me maybe uploading a short when I'm doing my exercises at the gym. But that's because the gym has equipment. I am probably 5 hours from home and I have to get the thing done. Okay, so anyways, self-love covers a lot of things. Okay, but the key here is, if we do not understand it, this is not gonna work. If we are afraid of trying different things, this is not gonna work. We have to understand it right here first. Not because we got excited because there is a new diet going on and it worked for my friend. Yeah, it's gonna work for me. No. Understanding that, for example, sorry, and I go for one thing from one thing to the other. But yeah, so I'm talking about a little bit of everything here. Because same thing, the body is not only one thing and that's it. The body has about 11, 12 systems in the body: the skeletal system, the muscular system, circulatory system, respiratory system, hormonals, endocrine system. Okay? Keep going. There is a lot going on. It's not only one thing. Reproductive system, digestive system. So you can do one thing for 10 minutes, for example, stretching, and that will help not only the structure of the body, but also the mind. That nervous system, that's another system, the nervous system that can help you to sleep better. So many people deal with insomnia. Even myself, sometimes I cannot sleep at the middle of the night. If I have my husband snoring in my ears, snoring, okay, that puts me into the I cannot sleep, and the next day I feel awful and my body is not working right. So what I do is I just go to another bed, and last night I was able to sleep and rest and I feel pretty good. And I am going to take a nap after this live stream because I have a few more clients going on for the rest of the day. But if I keep going, just doing work, that's why my body starts to saying to me, asking me, hey, you're not really taking care of my body. You are overdoing it. You're working too much. But then we like what? The listening part of it. Okay? And if we have to cry, we just cry. I love to cry, by the way, because after I cry, I feel so good. So, key point for self love, to practice more self love. Knowing more yourself, ourselves, is the key. The more that we know ourselves, and understanding that this connection and being afraid is not going to help it. Of course, who doesn't know that? Being afraid actually is preventing us from taking the step. Oh, and there are people that give, like, I'm going to get my cup again and say something. I mean, I've been talking about hydration for 6 months right now, and I don't see why it is so complicated for people to just drink water. Whatever way you want to put it, like, um please do not drink the water that comes in a bottle, in a regular bottle, in the from the supermarket, that has electrolytes and had this and that. Go to the ingredients. I've seen water with sugar, which can raise up the inflammation in the body. If you didn't know that chronic inflammation can come from sugar, right? High processed carbohydrates, lack of sleep, not resting enough, all of that can cause inflammation. Not moving properly, your joints are gonna be inflamed from lacking that circulation towards the tissue, muscles, and joints, bones, you name it. So, water plays a big role. But why are so many people, they're just disconnected, right? Because once that I understood I need to drink water, and I don't care if I have to go to the restroom 1,000 times. My tea is so good today. There is my friend Eric saying that my hands are beautiful hands. Yeah, and I do massage therapy, so they are beautiful and they feel good too. Thank you for being here. So we have to leave the kid that lives inside us. It is so hard for me to drink it. I just don't like it. I cannot pass it through my throat. But if we don't drink water, we can pretty much die because our bodies need it. So I don't know, and I don't care what you guys, my listeners, have to do to increase the water intake. Plain water without additives in it that are gonna harm the body. Okay? So leaving the excuses aside is gonna really help it in every single aspect. Not only not only actually to make better decisions towards the health, but other things out there. Oh, because she was so mean, he was mean, unrespectful. Let's pray for those people, okay? Because we have to just let go. Because the person that hurt your feelings probably is going through that situation in their lives, or they are holding something that, is making them pretty much sick, and they put it towards you. So that person that hurt you actually maybe actually helped you in a way. Okay, so when we practice all of this and we connect with drinking my water in the morning, not the coffee does the opposite. It's gonna dehydrate you. No, because my coffee has the water. I don't care, but it's coffee, and coffee, you know what? Okay, let me fix my legs because I don't want to get any cramping. I'm not a gymnastic person. But anyways, this is the reason of this channel. To help you all. These classes are going to be here, I think, forever, okay? Because I will be so emotional just coming back to see myself here today. I will start giving you more videos with exercises, so massages and stretching. So you have to start being excited, okay? That will be really exciting. And videos like this for 10 minutes. Let's fix it up. What's wrong with it? I mean, when I see my clients, just with so many muscle aches and pains, and I cannot even touch them as a massage therapist, and they scream, ouch, that hurts, and the muscle mass is so low, the BMI is high, inflammation is high, so we have to work things around. And I know that I am not the only person knowing this. There are more healthcare professionals putting the information out there, but the fast time that we're living, just going without connecting with ourselves, so we are missing it. And I said, let me talk about it because I understood. If we lack the connecting with ourselves and understanding and doing that quiet time at home, aside, going for a drive, understanding how the body works, understanding that it's not only one thing but different things to put it to, that they go together to make the body function, understanding that emotionals, they can really harm us if we go with it, because it's like, okay, it feels like that, but you know what, I can do this. I have to be positive. Life is amazing. We're trying something new this year to see how it goes, with the hope, with the faith that we can make it happen. And as a trainer, we understand with that body composition, mobility, because to raise your arm all the way up, if it hurts, is because something is wrong. And we understand the anatomy, the muscle, right? The flexion, extension, abduction, adduction of the hip. And if you only walk, guess what? Walking is only giving you that lower body mobility like this, but then to squat, there is a different story happening. The hip joint needs that squatting all the way down, because when we use the toilet, we need to squat. So that's not exercising all the joints, all the mobility when we walk. So you want to prevent yourself from saying, I exercise and I walk at the park. How about your upper body? How about the strength in your arms, your back? Actually, you're tight, making the body tight if you only walk, because you're not giving those muscles and joints the whole flexibility that the body needs. So it is not that we are making up things, but it's just the body being the way it is, right? So letting go so that you can live better, it will make sense, because today you had an special challenge going on. Guess what? Tomorrow we'll have another one. The day after tomorrow but my Spanish is coming out. My R is coming out. After tomorrow, we might have another challenge going on that can prevent us from making the decision for our body. But guess what? A problem probably is not going to last. Um, an issue, an emergency, probably only lasts a few hours and then you're going back to normal, right? So if you forget about yourself, what's the point? What's the point of all of this connection, mind and body connection? Because it's a constant thing. So, but we have to understand it. Okay, so let's talk more about internal healing. If you had a trauma, can be a car wreck, abuse, right? As a young person, mom, family problem, something, um, children that, yeah, trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like some kids and they had an accident, they passed, things like that. Hard divorce, I always mention that because that is very typical. Oh, I just went through a hard divorce many years ago and I'm still, struggling. But what will you be struggling with? I know, and okay, because easy to say, and I haven't had a bad divorce, but I know that that might be very difficult. So we gotta live. If we drag all the pain and ache and emotional that we suffered in the past, there is no way that we'll live better life, enjoying even our bodies. Yeah, I have my body, I'm overweight, but yeah, and I have a job and I have a house. Yeah, sure, yeah. That is limited. We are just limiting ourselves. So if you listen to my classes, you're gonna think maybe or just see me as as one of those motivational speakers out there. That's how I feel myself like it sometimes. But the reason, why I talk about this, like why I talk about transformation and emotionals, and you can do it and being just positive, it is because of all of this that we're going through, of all the emotional, of all the challenges. That is why we're not exercising. We're being also lazy to exercise. Let me tell you something. When I have to exercise, I just exercise, period. But it took me years. And there are days that it's not really happening, that I don't want to do it because I'm tired. But as the days go by and by, and weeks and months, the more that I do my exercises, the more that I do my stretches, the more that I connect with my body, the more I understand that I really like my exercise. I really have to do it. I have not to miss my exercises, because if not, then I pay the consequences. And it is that simple. But again, I'm gonna say it again. Doesn't happen all of a sudden. Okay? So we have to be patient with ourselves. But knowing why, okay, not that, sorry, how I feel. Because the way that you feel, only you feel it. When I have a back pain, it's me feeling it. That's why I have to be strong and courageous, like it says on the Bible, on the book of Joshua, chapter 1st. It says, be strong and courageous. And then the Lord also says, I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you, on the book of Isaiah, I think it's 41:10. So let's do a quick recap. Let's do a quick resume of what we discussed today. Self-love was the title. It's gonna be the title of this video. If we like that self-love, and okay, let me add something to this before the review. Self-love can be applied for whenever you, as an example, right? You are dating someone, and that someone oh my gosh, that person is so important for you. You call the person first thing in the morning. Hey, how are you? And let's go shopping. And are you okay? Oh, you're sick, huh? Do you have to go to the doctor? And yeah, I mean, what is it that you need? And yeah, for your girlfriend. Oh, you want to go to the hair salon? Yeah, sure. And you wait for that person in the car parking lot because that person, you know what I'm saying, like you're caring for the other one so much, especially when you first meet that person. So that love that you give to others, that time that you give to your kids, can be applied towards yourself. It is the same thing, but guess what, human beings. And I think that that is a great example, as the same way that you give to others and we give and give and give with so much caring and loving, that can be also applied towards our own bodies. And actually we will do much better taking care of others. And you have heard this saying, of course, who doesn't? The more that you take care of you, the more that you can take care of others. So self-love, it is it is connected with self-care when it comes to taking care of our bodies. That's self-care. What can I do today to help my body? Exercise, mobility, stretching. I like to run. Let me go do it. I have a bicycle at home. Let me do my bicycle to help my legs and my knees to get stronger. Lifestyle in general. What is the first thing that I do in the morning? I'm connecting with myself. Okay, what can I do in the morning? What can I do before going to bed to sleep better? To help it. Massage my neck a little bit and rub it. Okay, stretch it. Oof, you can hear my pop maybe in my neck. Making better decisions. That's the key to help your pains and aches. Ah, I'm hungry and I just want to eat it because I have to. And then you'll pay the consequences. Preventing disease. Preventing disease, which I, as a coach and massage therapist, that I appreciate all the time, self-care, I can get a disease myself. Oh, maybe I even have one, and I'm not scared to say it. But I'm doing all that I can to help it, okay? To help my longevity, because longevity is not living 200 years. Longevity is, oh, because my mom lived 90 years and my grandmother. So I also want to live for 90 years. But that is a lot of years. When I get up in the morning and I have to lift, I don't know, lift what heavy in the morning? What will I say? The trash to take it out? I want to do it with my body functioning to the best. Me as the wife, that I'm retired and I'm home and my husband has a little better strength. So I have to wait for my husband to get the trash out. But what if, because I love myself, I take care of my body, I have the strength, I have the great mobility in my joints. What if I do it myself and just get the trash out? Because when that day that my husband is not with me anymore, I will just make it happen and do it myself. And I think that is amazing. That feels so good. That feels like there is not a word to describe it. Being capable of using your own body without breaking it apart during the daily activities. And what is it? Going down and up the stairs by yourself without holding yourself off the bar on the side because you can barely move your body. Breathing. So many people that suffer from asthma, heart conditions. Ooh, I cannot do it because I know my body is not capable. So knowing the key points for today's class for self-love. So these two key points can be connected to self-love, to these two words, self-love, and that is not selfish. Remember that. We're not talking here about just you. We're talking here about if you function well and properly, and your mobility, and you prevent and decrease that chronic inflammation in the body, you will function better. But you have to do it before, throughout that self-care, self-love, connecting with yourself and listening to your body. So the two key points were knowing more yourself is the key. the key, the key point, know yourself more. Where are you coming from? Who are you? Who are the people that you are surrounding with? Etc. etc. What is your body telling you right now? How did you treat your body in the past? Were you in drugs in the past? Did you have a trauma? Do you have really bad habits like alcoholism, alcohol, drinks every day? That's not good for the liver. That can put you more into the dehydration part. That can help you not at all with sleep. I have heard people saying if you drink a cup of wine at night, that can help your sleep. Okay, it didn't help mine. So, internal healing, same thing that I was saying, right? If you had that trauma that you're not letting go so that you can keep up with your life, that is not going to help your self love so that you can practice your lifestyle. Let it go so you can live, so you can enjoy, so you can use your body to the best. And then I'm going to keep it till here, okay? I hope that this helps somebody, and if it did, if it will in the future, please leave me a comment. Let's grow together. The body is the most important thing that we have because there is nothing else. I mean, if you're not, it's you, it's that person, you know, that person. If you don't function well, if I don't function okay, if I don't make the decision to come here on YouTube, even though if nobody's there, it's okay, it doesn't matter. Even though if health, speaking about health, is not that exciting, it's not fun for a lot of people, but also a lot of people are lacking this information out there. So that's why I'm doing this, making myself being here, even though when sometimes I am not feeling like it, I still come and do it. So I will see you next Friday at 12 Easter time. And next Friday is Valentine's week, Valentine's Day. And this is cool because I'm talking about self-love. So thank you so much. I have a question to ask you before I leave you. So share and comment what you expect from me as a massage therapist and personal trainer for this channel. Let's build this channel together. Thank you again. Do not forget to read today's verse on Proverbs 18:21. And I recommend you and remind you what it says on Philipians chapter 4, verse 13. That we can do all through the Lord Jesus who gives us the strength. So I will see you next time. Mind and body connection is the key. Adios. Bye-bye.